Welcome to Subramani. I'm sure you're seeing some change in format, right? When you look at my forehead. This is because I'm going to do, it's a very ambitious project that I'm taking on. I'm trying to do a series of episodes on the works of Kanchi Shankaracharya, and he's called as Maha Periyava, and this is his volume number 1 of what he has written, and what is translated as in Tamil it used to be called Deivathin Kural, which is the voice of God, right? So was Shankaracharya a God? The jury is still out on it, but there are things which he has done which makes him godlike. Also, I'm just back from a fantastic visit to the Siddhivinayak temple in Mumbai. I think it's an amazing temple, amazing energy. And largely in Hinduism, you go to temples not just to pray but to absorb the energy. And Tuesday mornings Aarti in Siddhivinayak is a must visit for everybody. Whoever you are, there are no restrictions as to who can go and who can't go, or if there are restrictions, does not apply to me. It's an amazing place to go. So today I thought I will start by talking about Lord Ganesha, and Shankaracharya also in his book, which is volume 1, chapter 1, he talks about Lord Ganesha. It's a book with very many chapters. Each chapter is a couple of pages. So let me also start with Lord Ganesha, and let me give you the caveats. Even though I'm saying I'm to quote from the book, I'm not going to say what is written in the book word to word. Also, this book will have a slight Tamil bias. So he refers to Lord Ganesha as Pillayar, which is a South Indian Tamil word for Lord Ganesha. Not that it will really matter. I will make sure that it is not too much Tamil oriented, because my audience is international. But there will be such videos once in a while, may not be too frequently. So that's the beginning. Thank you for having the patience of listening till here. And I'll start by what he says about Lord Ganesha. Shankaracharya says that there is a temple, Ganesha temple or Pillayar temple, anywhere you go to any village in Tamil Nadu, which is true in many parts of the country, true. Right, it's true even in Maharashtra. Wherever you go, you will find one small temple. These temples don't have any great doors, windows, nothing. There could just be a peepal tree and a Lord Ganesha under it. So Lord Ganesha does not need too much of pampering. He does not need a big temple. Of course, there are big temples. There is Siddhivinayak in Mumbai, which is at least a 300-year-old temple, magnificent temple, attracts a lot of people, and especially on Tuesdays, people come for the Aarti. Though I do think that the crowd has got a little reduced post-COVID. So why do we call him, for most people who are hearing, and in North India we believe that he had 2 wives, at least in Maharashtra we believe that he had 2 wives, Riddhi and Siddhi, but in Tamil Nadu, Lord Ganesha is a bachelor, so he never got married, and he has very famous devotees like Avayar, who wanted to go to Kailasha, and she was praying to Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha just picked her up in his trunk and deposited her in Kailasha, right? So that's the kind of stories which we have heard about Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha was born as a Vignahar, right? Shiva had some problems with some demons, and he needed somebody to go and fight them, and therefore Lord Ganesha was born. So that is the other history of Lord Ganesha. He's a god who has had a lot of fun, and I don't know how many of you in North India do this, but in South India it is a tradition to hold your ears with the right hand holding the left ear and the left hand holding the right ear like this, and you sit and you do utpat, right? You do sit-ups. So what is this? This is supposed to be a prayer offering to Lord Ganesha. And the history is very simple. Vishnu, who is his uncle, right? Because Vishnu's sister is married to Shiva. So he has a chakra in his hand, which Lord Ganesha takes and puts it in his mouth. Now, the only way Vishnu can get it back is to make Ganesha laugh so loud so that he opens his mouth and the chakra comes out. That's the story, right? So he holds his ears with all four hands of his, and that seeing that Lord Ganesha laughs and the chakra comes out. That's the history. It's also the history that when he wanted, Shiva asked him what he wants, and he said, offer your heart to me as a offering. And so he says, okay. And so therefore we break coconuts for Lord Ganesha, which is a tradition, at least in South India. Whenever you see a Ganesha temple, and there will be a small place where you can break a coconut, which kids used to run and pick up, right? So today I don't think kids would go and pick it up. They would feel very how can we pick it up, and mothers will not allow, but I have picked it up in temples, right? So when you go to a temple, you find that will be somebody standing and making that offering of a coconut. So they will come and bang the coconut on the ground. I mean, it's hit on the ground and it breaks into pieces, and that is meant for kids to take, right? It's not meant for somebody else to. In fact, there is a story of Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya goes to a place, and his devotees are afraid that the kids will run into him, so they tell him don't come. And one kid asks, and this is Lord Shiva, Ganesha's offering to us. How can anybody stop us from taking it? So what if he's a Shankaracharya? And Shankaracharya then allows them to go and pick those pieces of coconut, and he says, okay, don't stop the kids from picking it up. It's not as though they will run into me. So this is also part of our, I mean, I think it's part of the book also. But this is an old story which many of us have heard, that the offering is meant for the kids, right? So that is how was the Lord Ganesha born? So let me just Lord Ganesha was born because there is that Vignahara thing which Shiva wanted some Asuras killed. So he just looks at Parvati, and Parvati delivers a boy, and that's the history of Lord Ganesha. Then of course there is a story of how his head was cut off and how head had to be replaced and things. I'm not getting into all that, but largely Lord Ganesha is seen as a Vignahara, and in a minute I'll give you the names.